Hey guys, Coach Holden here. Today we're doing the last of the weakness work series. This one's going to be on single arm stability. So mainly this is for those of you, so let's say like one arm is stronger than the other, like when you're doing dumbbell presses, you can feel that one arm is doing great and the other arm is not. Same thing with the front rack. If you have one elbow that's like much higher, or that like lat positioning feels like obviously different to you, then this is also for you. Things you'll need a dumbbell, some sort of dumbbell, or something to press, and some bands. Probably like a light band. All this stuff is going to be with your shoulders, lots of small muscles. You should not need a band that's like strong or anything like that. Light should work. But that's it. Okay, let's get going. All right, so first move we're going to go over is the prone angel. It's slightly different than the prone swimmer that we do in the overhead positioning track. For the prone angel, you're going to come down to the floor. Your hands are still down by your sides, palms down. From there, just going to bring your arms up. Make sure you're pulling your shoulder blades together. Then bring your hands up to your sides, right your shoulders. Then drive all the way overhead, back down, elbows extend, and relax. Try and keep your head relaxed. You're not picking yourself up through your torso. One more time, just hands up to your sides, overhead, back down, extend, and relax. Cool. And that is the prone angel. After that, we have the single arm plank hold. That's exactly what it sounds like. So you're gonna come up into a high plank. And then once you're in that high plank, remember you want your feet just a normal width. Hands should be directly underneath your shoulders. From there, I'm just gonna bring one hand up. I'm just gonna try and stabilize. It's gonna hold for about 30 seconds and switch the opposite arm. Same thing, and then relax. If that starts to get to be like very easy, then you can switch to single arm scap push-up, which is not easy. So I'm gonna go back into that high plank position. Then once you're here, same thing, comes up, and then you're just moving through your shoulder blade, pausing for 1 second at the bottom, and 1 second at the top. Great. Give yourself some time before you try and actually do a single arm scap push-up. The idea is like nice and slow, holding both positions. It's not supposed to be fast. And let yourself build up to that balance. All right. All right, so next up is the single arm press with pronation and an eccentric descent. That's a lot of words. Mainly the eccentric descent. It's going to be a 4-second count down to get back to that neutral position with your shoulder, and pronation is putting your shoulder out to the side. So you're going to start off with that dumbbell just up at a 90-degree angle. Then from there, you're going to rotate out to the side, making sure you're moving through your shoulder blade, keeping your core nice and tight. Then from there, just drive all the way up. And then this is where the descent comes in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right back down to neutral, back over, and that's 1. So one more time, out to the side, big press all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back in front, and you're done. Don't rush the descent. That's kind of the part that makes this work so well. You want to keep your shoulder in that tension for as long as possible. All right, next movement is the Dolphin Press. So this one is also in the overhead positioning track. For this, you're going to start off in a low plank position. Once you're in that normal low plank position, then you can sink into your shoulder blades just a little bit. So start, press yourself up, and then once you're here, then try and send your head through your arms, and your hips go up just slightly. Back to neutral, both shoulder blades come together. So up, press, back to neutral, relax. That's Dolphin Press. Next up, we have the alternating side plank. So you're going to start off in a high plank position, and then you're just going to rotate through your shoulder, so you're not like moving your torso or anything like that. So just through your shoulder when we're moving for these. So high plank like we said. Once you get into that high plank, so your feet, you can either stack your feet on top if you're ready for that level with balance, or you can just keep your feet staggered. So for this one, we're just gonna stagger one. So from here, I'm just gonna switch out to that shoulder. Still making sure that I'm actually letting my shoulder rotate, not just my torso. And then with stacked feet, same thing. And that's it. All right, so next up we have banded wall taps. For these, I'm just gonna have a band. This is, I think, like the excess of one of the bands that popped at the gym. So multi-uses and different things. For this, your hands are gonna start off right along the wall. Elbows are gonna be locked out. You're gonna go to the top once, just letting that one arm move, not the opposite, then back to center, then opposite, side, side, down, down. If you do not have a band, you can just work on doing this on the floor, just kind of in like a high plank, but any sort of band would work. Lightest band is still enough to have some sort of resistance to make this movement worthwhile. Cool. Okay, so next movement is the Scap Push-Up. For these, the goal is to only move through your shoulder blades and not actually your elbows, but let's see how that goes. So, just gonna get into a high plank position. Once you're in that high plank position, then shoulder blades come together. Try not to let your elbows unlock, and then press right back up. Still keeping your core engaged, not letting your hips drop, not going super fast, just kind of dropping, but nice and controlled. And that's a Scap push-up. All right, so next movement is the banded lateral walkover. So walkover means you're actually going to be walking over something with your hands. And you can use a plate. I'm using a scale. Anything works. This is probably the hardest, my least favorite, and the most difficult and beneficial movement in this track. So take your time. Don't get frustrated. I've been frustrated with it a lot. So for these, gonna have that plate, scale, whatever. Gonna have your hands underneath your shoulders. See that? Yeah. And from there, I'm just gonna send one hand out, bring opposite hand in, over one more time, and hand. And you can actually walk your feet over while you're doing it. But the real goal is just moving through your hands, or your shoulders, with locked out elbows, and getting used to moving and actually bracing through your shoulder blades. Give it a shot, see how it goes. Good luck. All right, this next and the last movement is the high plank reach through. So you're gonna go into that high plank position, and then one hand is gonna reach under and tap. While you're doing that, you're gonna have to be able to rotate in with your shoulder, and then also have the stability to hold in that position for just a second until you bring it all the way back. So for these, into that high plank. And of course, you're gonna alternate arms. So once you get into that high plank, one hand comes up, tap that object. To make it more difficult, you can always move the objects farther and farther away. You will definitely feel this one in your core as well, because you are holding a high plank. All right, that's it for the last weakness work track of single arm stability. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Hope it was beneficial, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.